So when you go into these different spaces, you have the uh, Fulton
Hmm.
Art Collective, and then you have Constellation. When you arrive and you're setting up, like how different are these pianos that you're playing? Like you practice on this one, but
Hmm.
like you can't haul this
Yeah.
instrument around. So what goes through your mind when you get there to set it up how you like it best?
Right. That's a great question. Um, that is the reality that every pianist faces. So like anybody that you talk with who's like what I would like any pianist who's like in the gig economy or like is like working as a professional knows this question or like thinks about this as like what do I do?
Yeah.
Um, we're all trained or we're all taught like as we're like practicing and stuff to be able to just play on anything. It's like you don't know what you're going to get, and so you have to be prepared to acclimate as fast as possible. So when I was in school, my teacher, her big thing was there were some big takeaways that I think I just like keep to my practice is like the piano is your friend, which I know is like kind of silly to say, but like every piano is very much like a living being to me that like I am fostering a relationship with. And how I when I like touch the key or like when I like play something on it, the way that the piano itself plays as I am trying to get my ideas in my head across, that's where I start to like find that relationship. Like, is it going to be a hard relationship? Is it going to be very easy? You're always praying for like it's easy and we're all going to be great and that we're going to be able to do the things we want to do. More times it's like a compromise, we could say. So like by compromise, it's like sometimes the piano will not be able to do certain sounds or do like articulations or attacks that you may want to do just because of the instrument itself. Like every instrument has its own personality and like weight of the keys is different. Like if you play the key on this piano, it's going to feel different to the piano that you play at another space. Sometimes like depending on the age of the piano, it can be very it can be very different because if it's an older piano, it may have a tinnier sound, for example. Also, the action may just be slightly different because of its age. Uh, if a if it's a like a spin it upright, those can have very light actions, but also not feel that great because sometimes you want a little bit of weight in the keys. So it's like every single piano is like when I press a chord, I'm like, I know what it's going to do, or I can start to imagine how it's going to react to how I'm going to play. So when that happens, I can start to acclimate my playing to being like, okay, these are the tempi that I'll be able to accomplish safely. Is like this piano's too heavy. Not this piano, but like if I'm playing on a piano, it's like this piano's too heavy, so I'm only going to be able to do certain things on it, and other things are going to be more effort, so I'll have to prepare for more work. Um, the pianos at all these venues are always like very lovely, and I enjoy playing on them. But Fulton is definitely different to Constellation. Like I can like those two pianos that they have there that I have both played on are very different types of. I mean the models are different. I can't remember exactly at the top of my head, but just the models themselves can be like totally different approaches to like how I'm going to press the keys, get the sounds I want, and think about how to approach performing it comfortably, because again it is like you're trying to create a relationship with it. If you're fighting it, that's where things can go wrong.
You never want it to be adversarial.
Yeah.
You're always viewing it as a friend, just like in life, we all have different friends who have different personalities and
Exactly.
variables. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like sometimes you're gonna have like a it could be, we'll say, like a really like so that friend that's just like I need space away from you just every now and then. And like those kind of pianos there are pianos that I'm like I hate playing on them. Like they are just a pain. They just they don't speak well, or they have just problems with them, or there's something in the attack, or there's something in its sound overall that I'm just like I'm not going to jive with, but I have to play on it. So I'm going to do the best I can and make sure that the audience still hears what it needs to hear, because that's how we're taught.
So how much time do you give yourself at a performance, showing up to a venue and figuring out all this you're saying? How long does that usually take you?
Not too long. Yeah, I probably know everything I need to know to play on a piano in like 30 seconds. Like I'll be I'll normally I have like one piece that I play this little Bach prelude that I enjoy warming up with, and then like I play a scale and I'll play a few chords, and like that's probably all I'll need to just be like, all right, this is gonna be a great time or a real rough time.
Could you do that right now for us?
My little warm up, sure.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Way to make me warm up.
It feels it's almost like your body changed in a way. Like you're just now like more alert or more like you have more energy.
I woke up. I was like, oh my god, play piano. Especially that Bach piece. There's like this like a really wicked little lick in the left hand that like I love to play, but I'm always like sometimes it like, because it's the only thing that I like have really, I guess you could say like memorized, but it's like I don't play it every day. It's like this like little thing that I just enjoy doing every now and then. It's a Bach prelude in G major from his first book, from the Well-Tempered Clavier, and I really just love playing that piece, and I learned it over COVID, and then that became kind of like since it's a little quicker, it's like a faster piece. It's a great way to like kind of test a piano and being like, oh, this will be easy to play fast on, or this is going to be